A quick shout out to my good friend Ron, who joined me Friday night for some topics including Streamyard, Chromebooks, and the politics. Blah, blah. Thank you, Governor Schwarzenegger. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we're just recording now. I don't think we're alive. I haven't used it. There's nothing wrong with it. I prefer Skype because you could put up to like 100 people and no timer.
Plus you can do the silly backgrounds.
Silly. As with this, you can see I've been relaxing here with the Billy Joel piano. Yeah, it looks good. But I like this because when you go live, the comments are a split screen. You know, I got you guys here and the comments here.
Right.
I think I can share this.
Where the hell is everybody else?
I don't know.
I'm usually the bum that.
Yeah, it's Vince from Australia couldn't make. Hey, what's the matter, Vince? No, but he couldn't make it.
Yeah,
it's just us, man.
Bad trying to get on since September came around, really.
You always have either the guests coming over or family. Let me
no guess this time, but my office went ballistic. It just went nuts.
Okay.
And trying to fill orders is like an impossible task. You just can't get stuff.
All right. Here I'm sharing the screen. Can you see this?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So normally how this works.
Oh man, that is nice.
Yeah, I can keep you on or remove you here. I can change how the screen looks here. When we go live, which I'm not going to do now, the comments show up here. So you guys are on the left. The comment, and I can change banners and stuff. You know, I can show this. Arch users are unstable. Just kidding.
I like that.
Have you tried Chromebook? You can change the banner and stuff. Private chat, the comments. If we were live, but this is why, and this is the free one. I believe it's a maximum of 6 total. And I believe it's.
And if it's more than 6 people, they stay in like queue or something.
I think they're on standby until I take one out and add one in. So they're there at the bottom. I'm sure there's some other features in the free, but this looks clean. It's always stable, it seems. I think it maxes out at 720 versus 1080, which is fine.
Which is fine, yeah.
Yeah, for something like this.
Full screen on it. Let's see what happens to.
Let me see here. I could change this.
Bottom left or bottom right.
Okay, that's me. That's us.
I was looking at something else.
Yeah. Anyway, you can change how the screen, the layouts.
Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, there you are, full screening. Yep.
There we go. I can end the recording here. I can stop sharing. Edit, I believe. If I click this, I think from here we can go straight live.
I'm seeing in the upper left-hand corner, we're live for the last 3 minutes, 40 seconds.
That says live, but I think that's only me and you live. Because if we were live, I think somebody would have commented by now. I'm guessing. I don't know. Let me see something. Let me go to my thing here. See if we're live and not even knowing it. Yes, us Linux guys don't know squat. No, but let me go to my YouTube studio. Go to live, and we are not live. Yeah, my last live was last month, October 9th. I haven't done much live. Anyway, but this is how StreamYard looks, so it's clean. And
it's pretty spendy, though, to buy the subscription. Isn't it like $20 US a month?
I haven't looked. I think it's between $15, $20 a month, $200 a year. The only time I really use Zoom.
It's just that there's no limits, and you know.
Right. It's either by myself or when I invite Slim Man, my singer friend, to come on, because I believe there's no time limit, or it's more than 40 minutes. One-on-one. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the only time I really.
Which is what we have. There's no time limit.
Okay.
There is a time limit, but it's like 23 hours and 59 minutes.
Oh.
So.
No, he's not going to sync for 24 hours. No.
The only thing I'm finding is that it doesn't allow me to do virtual background on Firefox, but it says go use Chromium, or Chrome, I should say.
I have noticed
so
in
much
both.
Shit is not working in Firefox now. It's just freaking annoying. Like
it's not. I have noticed more in Linux, but even in Windows, for some reason, Chrome gives the least amount of potential headaches. I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
And, that's just a fact.
I'm just a Firefox fanboy forever now, and it's just
I still have it,
I'm trying
Firefox,
to
but
keep the love going, man.
But Chrome seems to work. It just works. I call it as I see it. When people say, "What's your favorite?" My favorite is the one that works. As far as this goes, I think when I click end recording, it temporarily saves it to the Streamyard server, I think. Those of you who are paying for this, let me know. So once I'm done, I think I can download it, the whole conversation, as I do with Skype. Then I can edit it or just post it as is. But anyway, this is nice. Stereo audio. Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Wish I could sing.
Where's Slim and Stephanie? Yeah. That sounds like a show, Slim and Stephanie. No, but anyway.
That guy is phenomenal, It's too bad I mentioned I sent his link to a few people, especially in the Linux local Linux user group, and nobody's ever heard of him or heard of too many of the channels. Hell, they haven't even heard of Destination Linux and channels like that. I'm going, what the hell?
Yeah.
But we're in Canada, man. We just don't seem to.
It's a different vibe.
Very much so. To put it on YouTube, I would think that you might want to inject a little bit of politics in it. Yes.
No.
So what's been happening over in your neck of the woods in America?
As a general rule, this is what I want to say about politics, okay? First thing, both parties, I don't care for the two-party system. Well, why? Because no matter who's president, I keep seeing the same potholes over and over again. Right? Right. So I don't believe in the two-party system, period. Yeah. That being said, I'm a blue person living in a red state. Last month, I met 3 wonderful ladies who ran for the Ohio Supreme Court. One of them survived growing up in Harlem. She says her name is Marilyn Zayas. Never heard of her. My friend who's an he's a retired attorney, got a hold of her, she came over. Anyway, she was born in Harlem, I think in the late 60s or something like that. She says, I should have been a statistic. Mother of 3 kids, I believe. Went to law school in Cincinnati, I think. When I first met her, I said, Judge, first of all, you and I have something in common. We're both from New York. Are you familiar with areas? I mentioned Prospect Park, a famous parks. Oh, yeah, those are much nicer now. Even Harlem's nicer. Well, I said, Judge, you survived Harlem. You got my vote. I salute you. But as a general rule, I don't believe in the two-party system because the potholes are still there.
We have ostensibly a 3-party system over here. Sometimes it can eke into the 4-party.
Yeah.
If enough seats get, gotten by some of the smaller groups.
Yeah.
Some of the smaller parties.
Yeah.
Right now we're sitting with a 3-party system, and things still do not get done because quite often 2 of them will sort of support each other.
Yeah.
So we're back to a 2-party system, as it were, right?
Got it.
So.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a 3rd party here. Just to see if that works. Jesse Ventura was thinking about running as an independent.
I want to see Ted Nugent head up.
Oh, that would be. I like his song about him running. But
hell yeah.
Yeah, I got friends here on both sides, and I get along with all of them. Yeah, I mean they don't use Linux, losers. No, just kidding, just kidding. Yeah. This is Dean Martin country, a steel mill town. Yeah. You mentioned Linux. They may have heard, but it's not their fault. It's not a high-techy town as it is, so
where I'm at, Waterloo, there's a couple of fairly big universities, University of Waterloo and Wilfrid Laurier, and a couple of colleges, and go back 5-6 years, I would say, very little adoption of Linux by staff and students. But because I rub shoulders with the students a lot, running out to eateries, my office is very close to the campuses. you see somebody using a laptop and you go, what's he using? And sure enough, there are so many kids using Linux these days.
Nice.
And I think it's a testament to the fact that web apps have pretty much taken over the way people.
But well, because there's no new install, right?
Yeah, web apps, and so it's OS agnostic, and the kids seem to be gravitating towards the Linux space. So
nice.
Yeah.
Now there is a Walmart here that sells Chromebooks. 2 of them, at least they did. I don't know. There is an Office Max that I haven't seen a Chrome, but the Walmart has a Chrome. It would be nice to see an Ubuntu Chromebook or any other Linux Chromebook, but it ain't here, you know. I did come across a blog about a month ago. It said, the year of the Linux desktop will never happen. I'm like, time out. Didn't
Maybe
Chromebooks...
It's already happened. It's called Chrome.
Didn't Chromebooks outsell MacBooks last year during the pandemic or year before? Yeah, I think I read.
I think so, yes.
If that doesn't qualify for year of the Linux desktop, then what does? A Linux-powered machine outsold Macs.
Yeah. Got to redefine Linux, because most people in the Linux community, I would think, I mean, I'm fresh into it, but been at it for, I guess, a little over 5 years now. I think I'm still fresh at it. Their idea of Linux is whatever desktop they happen to be running, for the most part, you know. Could be XFC, my favorite. Cinnamon, KD, that type of thing. Whereas with Chrome OS, well, there is only one look and feel, right?
Yeah, it's
And is it Linux at that point, or is it Chrome?
I think it's based off of Gentoo, I think, if I recall the coding.
I think so. Same code base. Much of that is Linux when, at least my perspective, a Linux could be that base, the Linux kernel, and a myriad of front ends, your desktops. So
you can install Linux apps depending on the machine.
Yeah.
I believe there were a few terminal commands. It's not that hard. I don't really do that much in terms of the pure Linux apps, like what I would normally use in Ubuntu. I don't do that in the Chromebook. The only reason why I don't use the Chromebook for this, you certainly could. I wish Chrome OS had their own version of OBS Studio. I wish it had their own version of the Kdenlive. Now maybe it's coming. I don't know. The funny part is you can install OBS Studio. It ain't gonna work. Everything's there, but there's no video.
Oh, wow. I'm
not sure why, but you know, but I heard Google's working on their own video editor or video streaming something, and I'm sure it's coming. But because people have asked, why don't you use Chromebook if you like them? Well, because I just told you why, you know. I mean, I still could do it like this and use the web portion to record on the Chromebook, because this is web application and Chromebooks are known for their web apps. You know, I could. But in terms of a full content creator machine, the Chromebooks aren't there yet. It's not the hardware. It's certainly capable of video editing, but the apps haven't caught up yet, the software development. So once that catches up, I can certainly use a Chromebook all the time. But then again, I probably wouldn't use a laptop all the time because I like a bigger screen. I don't even use my Windows laptop to do that. I still prefer to, and thank God I bought a new 1080p monitor. My 720p, that wasn't cutting it. In case you don't know, me and monitors don't get along. I've blown through 4 of them.
Oh my gosh.
I got 2 here in this room that I really can't use. You know, I don't know what it is. I think at least 1 or 2 was because of it was after a storm, and it went through a voltage surge protect. It can happen. It may have no luck. It doesn't matter if I spend 200 or 600; they get blown. Because see, at the end of September, I bought a new had a new furnace installed, a new AC. I said, I need an accessory for the furnace. A new TV. So there.
You know, there's a big box store. I'm sure you probably have it over there. Costco.
Yes.
I don't know if you have that.
Yeah.
I guess it's all over the place.
Yeah.
They have a 75-inch. I lied. 77-inch. For the equivalent of 45-ish US, 4,500.
Okay.
And my wife was telling me that you've worked so hard trying to keep the thing going, that is your job. So you should treat yourself to something like that.
That's
and
big.
replace that 60-inch
That's
plasma.
big, yeah.
And I'm going, I deserve that. But guilt sets in, right?
Yeah,
That's a ton of money.
It is. No, I got it to my left off screen. I bought this last year. I can't remember if it was Amazon or Walmart. This is a 50-inch, not a smart TV, 4K, LED. I believe it was on clearance or last year's previous model for like $200. I bought it. And honestly, it's fine. It's fine. Now, how long is it going to last? I can't tell you. But it works. It's 4K. Yeah. Honestly, something like this for $200, say it lasts 5 years and it craps out, I don't care. I haven't had good luck with TV monitors anyway. It doesn't matter what I spend,
don't spend real money on it.
No.
Yeah,
No, if it's going to crap out, but
absolutely.
yeah, but this was a good deal, and it works. So, yeah.
Maybe I'll mention that to somebody.
There we go. Do you have a Thanksgiving joke? Okay. What do you call a turkey running in a marathon? Fast food.
I like that.
I thought it was clever. I think Alexa told me that actually. One of my friends, I can't remember. There was another one I can't remember.
Alexa
But
thing is so freaky. Like my dad is up there, right, in his mid-80s, so we've got him a bunch of hardware, including the Alexa thing, when he's in the mood to listen to a certain kind of music, what have you. Well, on a lark, I just thought, I'm gonna speak my Guyanese patois at Alexa and just ask it. It's kind of like a broken English thing with a lot of Dutch and some French tossed in there for good measure. I asked her a question and she answered it correctly.
Very good. So it worked.
And I'm going, why would you have that in your data set?
Because it's the World Wide Web.
Yeah,
I guess so.
It was so bizarre hearing her response. So
I'll tell you something else that's funny before I forget. I was watching, if you search YouTube, there's an Italian comic. I cannot think of his name for the life, but he's clever. Anyway,
man, it's spelled cool.
I don't think it's okay. Anyway, he says, an Italian should run for president. For example, my name is Joe Marone. Nice to be here. And what if the moderator said, Mr. Marone, Mr. Trump and Mrs. Clinton just attacked you with attack ads. Would you like a rebuttal? Yes, I would. But first cut to a commercial. Come back. The moderator says, Mr. Marone, where are Mr. Trump and Mrs. Clinton? I don't know, but they ain't coming back.